It all passed in a blur. Exams, packing, the farewell to the stuff that he rushed through. Randy brought Anne to his apartment, and she gave him a long, lingering, regretful kiss. "You don't know what you have missed, honey," she told an amazed Gopal. Let's go. Randy was shadowboxing, more upset than he would dream of admitting. Gopal presented the last of his hair oil to Randy, who accepted it with apparent gratitude. As they loaded the bags in the car, Gloria came rushing. Here she thrust an envelope into Gopal's hand. She gave him a tight hug. "Go now." She turned and ran back. Gopal shoved the envelope into his pocket and they drove away. "We're late. I just know we're late," chanted Randy. Significantly, thought Gopal, he hadn't said what a disaster it would be for Eversville if I missed my flight and had to stay. I'm a complete foreigner again. They pulled up outside the airport entrance, and Randy helped Gopal lug the bags and check in. "You better hurry, sir," the lady said. She had red hair, and something about that stirred in Gopal's memory, but he was busy saying goodbye. "Well, brother," he shook Randy's hand. "Thank you for everything. Please thank your mother and father and say sorry from me to Tabitha if I'm being rude to her and all that." Randy grinned awkwardly. "No problem at all. I hope you had a good time. Stay in touch now." They shook hands formally again. "I hope I'm seeing you soon in India." "Absolutely. I'll write you first." They shook hands some more. "Right," said Randy, increasingly ill at ease. "Be seeing you. Take care." He waved, walking backward. Suddenly, Gopal remembered. "Randy!" His voice was loud. Randy stopped. "Are red-haired girls?" Gopal's voice was a loud whisper. "Red all over?" Randy appeared to buckle. He hugged himself, waved a last time, and turned and ran. Gopal thought his eyes had looked wet. Gopal walked to the passage leading to the aircraft. His own throat felt craggy. "Nice boy," he thought to himself as he buckled himself in, but a bit strange. He tasted the salt in his mouth and wept a little. At New York, he got off and was met by Sunil with great warmth. "So, you're going back home, eh? How was Eversville?" Gopal struggled with himself, but he stayed cool. "It is being kind of neat." "Great. Glad you liked it." Gopal's flight left late at night, so they drove to Manhattan. Gopal had been drinking throughout the flight from Eversville. "So where do you want to go to, Gopal?" "Any bar." "Right." They parked and walked into a bar. "What did you like to drink, Gopal?" "Pitcher of beer." "A whole pitcher?" "2." "Right. A pitcher of beer," Sunil ordered, "and a bourbon for me." Gopal drank steadily. answering Sunil in monosyllables. Finally, Sunil asked, "So tell me, Gopal, what were the girls like? You have a lot of girlfriends?" "No." "None?" "No." "Shit, what happened?" Gopal drank some more. "You mean you were going back after a year in America without getting laid?" "Yes." "Jesus, I hope the tourist office doesn't hear of this. It'll ruin business. I mean, we can't let that happen, can we?" "Gods," Gopal said thickly, against it. "Oh, nonsense," encouraged Sunil. "This is America. American gods love it." Gopal shook his head groggily. "No use." "Wait and watch. We can't let this happen. America would close down." Sunil got up and walked away. He returned in a while. "There is a blonde sitting in that corner table. The bartender says $50 is what it takes. I paid him. It's my farewell present to you. Go get him, boy." "No use," intoned Gopal. "Gods." "Go try it," urged Sunil. "It's all bought and paid for." He helped Gopal to his feet and pushed him in the right direction. Gopal staggered forward and saw the blonde standing beside the rear door under an exit sign. She stepped out and Gopal followed unsteadily. They were in an alley and the blonde walked only a few steps before turning to go down into a basement. Gopal painfully managed the steps. The door at the bottom was open, and as he walked in, he saw her already taking her shoes off. "Bathroom?" he asked. She jerked a thumb. Gopal stumbled in and unzipped himself. "Gods," he thought to himself sadly, but he was starting to get interested. He relieved himself and came out. Excitement began to stir in him, and his head felt clearer. The girl was half lying on the bed. She has taken off her shoes, her blonde wig, her clothes, and she was quite obviously a man. "Come on, honey," the harsh masculine voice grated. "I ain't got all night." Gopal felt weariness seep into him as though it was an intravenous transfusion. "Gods," he said aloud. He walked to the door and opened it. "Hey," said the rough voice, "you paid for it. You want it or not." Gopal noticed he had black hair all over. Dispiritedly, he closed the door behind him and walked up. Sunil looked at him in surprise. "That was quick." Gopal smiled sadly. "Well, let's go." Sunil put his glass down with a thud. On the drive, he asked, "Everything okay?" "Yes." "Did you like the girl?" "Very nice girl." "Great." Sunil was relieved. "At least you haven't made history."